Hi, sweeties. Let's talk about oil today. Super exciting, right? I know. Frying oil. Can you reuse oil after you fried in it? I get this question all the time after I make fried fish, fried chicken. Have you seen my fried catfish recipe? I'll put the link to it up there. It's real good. But I always get the question, can you reuse that oil after you've cooked in it? Well, the answer is yes. Let me show you how. You've got to clean it, you've got to store it. How many times can you reuse it? We're going to get into all of that in this video, but first, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, that thumbs up, and now let's get into it. Here is some cooking oil I use to fry some fish. Let your oil cool completely. I usually wait till the next day. You can see a little bit of sediment has fallen off there. You know, the fish fry mix has come off into the oil. Well, we want to strain that out. So what I'm going to do is get a large measuring cup or container. This just makes it a lot easier. I've got a mesh strainer, but I'm also going to use some cheesecloth with this. Just fold that cheesecloth over a bit. Some people like to use coffee filters, but I don't. It takes forever for the oil to flow through those coffee filters. Cheesecloth will do just fine. And if you don't have cheesecloth, you can still reuse your oil. Just stop pouring before all of that sediment goes through. But you can see here, we just pour. And now just look, you see how we can stop pouring right there? Most of the sediment is left in the bottom. So if you don't have cheesecloth and you just want to pour, save some oil, just stop pouring before a lot of that sediment gets in there. But since we've got the cheesecloth, we're going to go ahead and pour most of that through. And we're still not even going to, pour all of it because that just gives more chance for your oil to get cloudy. And just strain out any sediments, any pieces and particles that may have fallen off and get those out of here. And now that oil is strained, cleaned, and ready to be used again. I just wanted to show you one thing, the difference between oil that has not been used and oil that has been used to fry fish in or chicken. The oil color changes. So this is what it looks like when it's not used. You see it's a very light golden color, and oil that has been used, because it's starting to break down, the color starts to change. So just keep that in mind. As you use oil, the oil begins to break down. We'll talk more about that later. But how are we going to store it? If the container is empty, the container that it came out of, I'll just pour it right back into that same container. If you no longer have the same container, you can use a mason jar. You might have to use a couple or a very large mason jar with a lid so that you can store that oil. So now grab yourself a funnel. And that just makes it so much easier, less messy to pour the oil back into the container. So pop that funnel in there, and then we're just gonna fill her up. I really think a funnel and a strainer, cheesecloth, all of those are essential kitchen tools. So I'll put some links to those on Amazon in the description box. So if you don't have them, you can grab them if you need them. Now we put our oil back in our jug. Make sure you keep the top so that you can put the top back on, because you don't want it to be in an open container. You don't want any spills or anything like that. So the next thing we do is label it. Label your jug of used oil so you know what you cooked with it. We made fish in here and we just don't want to forget and then, grab this and cook some chicken. That really would not do. So painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you got, grab a roll of tape and a Sharpie and just write on there what you used to cook with this oil and how many times have you used it. Just mark it off every time you use that oil, so that way you keep track of how many times you've reused the oil. Store the oil in a cool, dark place, tightly sealed. I just put it back in my pantry. Now that you've reused your cooking oil several times, what are you going to do with it? How do you dispose of cooking oil once you're done? Check with your local municipality for recommendations. I dispose of cooking oil in a container with a tight fitting lid in the trash. Never pour cooking oil down your sink drain or down the toilet drain. Please, never do that. Change of scenery. I decided to find a little quiet corner in my bedroom to finish this out. But we were talking about oil. How many times can you reuse it? It depends on what you're cooking. If you're cooking something like, making homemade French fries, it doesn't have any coating or anything, and you don't burn the oil, don't burn your oil. You got to watch your cooking temperature. If you're cooking something like that doesn't have pieces and particles falling off, then you can reuse that oil 6, 7, 8 times, as long as the color is staying pretty much that same light golden color. But when you're cooking fish, chicken, that type of thing, then you're going to be cooking with it, reusing it much less, maybe 3 or 4 times. Again, watch your temperature. It's much easier to get off flavors when you're cooking with fish or chicken, and those are going to impart flavors in your oil anyway. So, I always keep in mind when I'm going to be frying using a large amount of oil, I try to plan out what I'm going to use that oil for and what order. So if we're making homemade French fries, we do that first, so the oil is very clean. Then maybe next I do chicken. So if we're doing like, homemade chicken tenders, something like that, then I will, fry the chicken, and it does impart some taste, but it's not a very strong taste. We strain the oil, clean it, and then the next time, maybe I'll cook fish, fry some whiting or some catfish or something like that. And the fish has the strongest taste, so you don't want to maybe fry chicken in the same oil that you fried fish in, because you don't want that fishy taste imparted on your chicken. You know what I mean? So just keep in mind when you're using the oil, what order you're cooking things in, and you want to go from neutral taste to heavier taste. So the first time you use it, something neutral. The second time, something maybe a little stronger, and the last time, the strongest tasting thing. So just keep that in mind, because oil is expensive and you want to be able to use it several times before you have to toss it out. And you'll notice that in a lot of my videos, I cook with canola oil, and every time I do, somebody will leave a comment saying, oh, canola oil is so bad for you. I did a whole video about that. I will leave a link to that up there so you can check that out. But I use canola oil frequently. The price is good. It's got a neutral taste and a high smoking point. So, and I've looked into the claims that it's not good for you, and they are not really based, like grounded in science. And there's a lot of good studies out of Harvard that really look into the process that goes through making canola oil, blah, 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 blah. If you want to see that, I'll put the link to that and you can check it out. But I use canola oil, is fine. You can use whatever oil you like. Remember, when you're deep frying, you're using cups or even a quart of oil, and that can get expensive. So you keep cost in mind. You're not going to use like avocado oil to deep fry it, because that's going to cost you like $25 or something to use that much avocado oil or grapeseed oil. But you can use, soybean oil, vegetable oil, corn oil if you want. Peanut oil is very popular when people are deep frying. Like say, you make your fried turkey for Thanksgiving. A lot of people will use peanut oil. Peanut oil is not my favorite. I think it has a bit of a strong taste, but you do you, boo. Use whatever you want. These glasses are getting heavy. Oh, don't touch your face. These glasses are getting heavy though. So, yeah, that's about it. You can reuse oil depending on what you're cooking with it, up to 7, 8 times. If you're say making French fries each time, or 3 or 4 times if you're frying fish and chicken, because the oil breaks down, and you can see how the oil changed colors, because that oil, it gets denatured, is I think the scientific term, but I ain't getting into all that. But just be aware that, as that oil breaks down, once it reaches a certain point, like say after at the fifth use or something, of cooking fish or chicken, it starts to make your fried foods greasy and can leave an off flavor. So be aware of that when you're reusing oil that you've, say, fried fish, chicken, shrimp, that kind of thing in. After a while, that oil starts to degrade. So, keep that to 3 or 4 times of reuse when you're cooking fish or chicken. But like I said, if you're just doing kettle chips, then, kettle chips would be great right now. If you're doing something like kettle chips, the oil stays pretty much clean as long as you keep the temperature at about 350. And that can be hard when you're using, say, a gas stove, because the flame can be a little bit harder to control. If you're using an electric fryer, it's much easier to just set the temperature and keep your oil from burning. So that might be a good investment for you if you want to, make sure your oil lasts the longest, is to use an electric fryer. And I'm looking into buying a new electric fryer. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm just kind of shopping around. I will show you that very soon. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video all about reusing oil. And hey, stick around, watch some more. I'll put some more videos like in that area. Watch some more videos. Watch this one. And then subscribe right there. I would really appreciate it. And y'all have a delicious day. Bye.